Okay, so this is the blanket that I have been working on. That's going to end up being between a full and a queen size blanket. It's a little bit bigger than I planned on making it, but that's okay. It's nice and warm and keeping my lap warm while I'm crocheting it. So I've just gotten to the end of one of my rows, which I'll show you how to do a row in a second, in the next video actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip everything over so that instead of working from left to right, we're going to work from right to left. This is a little bit easier for me. A lot of tutorials will show you how to do it this way. If you're left-handed, it might be easier to work left to right. You'll just have to figure out your personal preference. So I've got this end loop at the end that's kind of just chilling out here by itself. It's got nothing to do, no friends right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for this hole right here. You can see it's kind of a big one. I'm going to put my hook through the hole, bring it up to the other side, grab my yarn, pull it back through the same hole so that I have 2 loops. Grab 2 pieces of yarn, pull it through that first loop, grab it again, pull it through both pieces of loop, and there I've got my chain. Can go find the next hole, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through 1, pull it through 2. And then I'm just going to keep going along this row. As you can see, there's kind of this V-shaped pattern, but there's clearly a space in between each one. Depending on how loose or how tight you're making your chains, these holes might be easier to find, but you should be able to just poke your hook head through the hook part, grab your yarn, pull it through, and keep working it through. That's how you go on to keep making your rows after you've done your foundation chain. The more rows you have, as you can see, this blanket's about the size of my thigh now. It's getting a lot bigger. I've still got a long ways to go with it. Hopefully it'll be done by Christmas. But you can just keep going that way. Using the foundation chain, that very first row you make, you may end up pulling it out quite a few times. It's a little bit harder to get those chains like you want, just because they are the first row and sometimes it's too tight or too loose. So it depends. So in the next video, I'm going to go back to that foundation chain that we did originally, and I'm going to show you how to make your first row.